Okay, my microphone should be connected now. Um, I could probably check to see if it was connected. Okay. All right, so I'm connected now. I'm sorry. I end up doing this stuff without even realizing. But anyways, what I said before I connected my microphone was that I I'm not planning to go for as long today. I might just go as far as I can to the investigation. Maybe just get to the class trial part and just stop there. I also, and as I said, and another thing I said before I made sure the microphone was actually recording, I actually have finals coming up within the next couple of weeks. I got plenty of time to do them because I'm in programming classes, but I do want to get started on them as soon as I possibly can. One of them I've already started on, but I want to get started on the other ones so that I don't fall behind. And I'm a bit nervous about what's to come for my classes, but I'll do what I can. Okay, so far nobody's joined the streams. Um, but I said before I usually start between 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and whoever joins joins. But if nobody joins, it's whatever. I do archive these streams so that they can be watched later, and I hope I don't keep making mistakes like I did in that second part where I didn't even realize my voice wasn't recording the whole time. I mean, if somebody would have watched that stream, I would have known that I wasn't actually recording. Um, yeah, it might seem pointless to some of you to just stream while nobody's watching, but I've done that multiple times. And like I said, I archive these streams. Like Twitch doesn't save them; it just deletes them after a while. So I put them on YouTube later on, so that you'll still be able to watch them. I don't know. One of these days, I might stream directly to YouTube instead, but I'm not sure if I'll actually do that. Um, I might need to actually make some kind of announcement video about Twitch and about how I've been streaming a bit more, but it depends on how things go in my life in the next couple of months. If they go okay, I will continue streaming in the spring, but if they don't, I might take a break from it. As I said, I'm a bit nervous about what's going to happen, but there's not a whole lot I can do. But anyways, I've been rambling on, so it's about time that we got started with this thing. And we'll see if anybody joins when I start up the game. Okay, it looks like my original tweet was retweeted by my ex-wife. I just retweeted it a couple of times. Hopefully, timelines will actually see that I've retweeted it, so that I can get into it. Might post it to. So I haven't posted it to Discord servers, except my own. So I will. Post it to a couple of Discord servers like I usually do because they have promotion sections. And yeah, so now that that's done, I can just focus on the game, right? I don't know if anybody's gonna actually, but I do like it when people post in the chat because it gives me stuff to talk about. Anyways, last time I turned the volume and stuff down because I wanted people to be able to hear the voices of the characters as I played. Oh, that's loud. Let's see if my save file is okay. My save file is still that quiet, but the whole thing in general is not. I said before, I'm not going as long today. I probably don't need to repeat myself since nobody's here yet. But, anyways, I need to talk about where we left off. So, I was in the middle of streaming yesterday and the internet cut off, which is very unfortunate. we were about to discover what had happened in the girls' locker room. Spoiler alert, we found a dead body, and in the last video we didn't get to see what exactly happened. We just saw Makoto go in the room. But since before I hit stop streaming, I got to that point in the game where it showed the corpse, but it kind of just cut off before we got there, so I'm gonna go through here and see if I can find the CG with whoever died. Oops. We're a bit early. I went too far. Oh wait, no, it's a movie. Shoot. Spoil a bit of stuff a bit too early. What the hell am I thinking? Okay. What I meant to do is go to the movie gallery. Okay, actually, you know what? That's a bad idea. I should be glad nobody was watching right now. Spoilers. Maybe when I upload this to YouTube, I'll censor those. But anyways, we'll just see who died right about now. Wah! A wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Chapter 2. Boy's life in despair, deadly life. Alright, now on to the investigation. And I'll try to get as much done as I can. Tried to suppress my scream, but it was useless. Also, another reason that I'm a bit worried about the future, I don't know if this was caught on when I was actually recording my voice, but I can't really do anything without other people getting pissed off lately, and it's getting kind of irritating. And the more that I live where I live, the longer I live where I live, the more I just want to get the hell out of here, and I don't have what I need. Honestly, I'm thinking about getting a job in the spring or in the summer, and just go from there. And yeah, I don't know. Just the more shit that happens, the sooner I want to move out. But I can't be for multiple reasons right now. I'm just gonna do what I can to get by. Also, I'm wearing a hat right now. Well, that was random, but yeah, I don't normally wear hats, but I'm wearing one right now. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing something. Gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
By the way, it was Chihiro who died. Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No. This is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head...
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Ah! Chihiro! Oh no, a body has been discovered.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement that Chihiro really is...
Naturally.
Dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, Go round everyone up. Seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time had all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim! Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. Jeez. Go out of my way to at everyone in Discord. Nobody watches. You'll like and retweet my tweets, but you won't fucking watch. What's wrong with you people? Oh well. What the fuck is this?
What?
It's a dream! This is a dream! It's all just a dream! In fact, I haven't even been born yet! I don't have any memory of ever being alive! Same, dude. Same. Yeah! Shut up. Okay. For now, pay attention to the wall, huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there on the wall. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. What? The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity. Okay, Cortana, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko! Hino was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was last to arrive, but now she was just standing there. Huh? No. Why? 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 She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hino rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints every time she sees blood.
Oh.
So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like, on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. No time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that, I was just shocked, you know? Happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah.
what the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No. Everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? Yeah.
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me! Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem with leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain! But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. God, no. Actually, I don't have any either. Oh, thank God. Sorry.
Stop talking.
I don't... why am I thinking about Rule 34 Monokuma? Get that shit out of my head. No, that's not good. Gross. That's disgusting. Stop monologuing. Give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Hee. I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
see ya.
So please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die? Yes I would.
Such
Yes, I do.
ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect, or I'll beat some into ya.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because...
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Forget more victims! If we mess this up, we're all dead meat!
Hey,
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
What? I don't remember any rule like that.
actually.
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey.
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is
Farewell
waiting
for now, I'll
you.
catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up!
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice! I'm gonna get dropped off!
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Tout sweet. I don't know. Fuck. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No,
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing this in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Okay. Investigator body. Could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell is actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Okay. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. I already investigated that. Okay, let's investigate the words on the wall. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Okay, let's talk to Sakura. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried her. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her. But still,
Well,
I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. Can't talk. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Okay, Sakura's account is in the Truth Bullet section. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Well, those accounts been had. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of the case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? That's not even the scene of the crime. Oh, wow. Asshole. What am I even supposed to be looking for? Could at least try to figure out where we should... handbook. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then sharply slapped his hands
Did you
together.
call for
You
me?
called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. I really have to pee. Jeez, this is not a good time. Have I not been showing footage this whole time? What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah, after I take a piss, I will switch this back. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. I won't be like a certain friend of mine and record the sound of myself pissing. Because that's happened before. And there are videos on YouTube where he took a piss. Yeah. Oh well. Now I'll get my gloves on and then I'll get back to playing. And actually switch to show the footage. God, I really need to pay attention to OBS to make sure it's actually showing the right thing. Even the fucking you know, I could see the Twitch broadcast, so how did I jeez. I'm like really retarded today. I guess I don't know, I've just had all kinds of shit to do this morning. I mean, like, you know, I had to deal with my sisters and this thing they had going on at their school. We got a new oven come in the house, and brother and I had to deal with that. We had all this cleaning to do this morning. Worst of all, we actually thought our cat went missing at one point, so we were looking all over for him. I was so worried, but luckily we found him. Anyways, now switch to actually show the footage. I mean, I can't believe this. I've been recording for this long, like a half hour, and took me like a half hour without actually showing the footage. How do you fuck up that badly? Like, holy shit. Okay. So, yeah, I'm glad that I realized that, because it wouldn't be good if this whole stream was just the same image and nothing else. But now that that's taken care of, why don't I get back to... I'll get back to playing the game. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe that'll be on my audiobook. It's coming out in the future. Ha 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 ha. Just the audio to my Danganronpa streams, especially the one where I didn't show footage. All part of the plan. Just kidding. I'm not doing an audiobook. If you've been following me, you might know that I've done albums with music. I found this software that makes it really easy to make something that makes it easy for someone like me to make something that sounds good, and well, doing it kind of blindly. And I mix sounds together, and I come up with some stuff. I've released 2 albums full of this stuff. Usually I have whatever my latest album is in the description. My second album, Gaming Alone, is available right now. You can find it in the description of just about any of my YouTube videos currently, as long as they're on my main channel. When and if I get my third album done, I will put the third album in the description instead, and only the older videos will have the second album. My even older videos have the first album. Third album, I'm about halfway done with it. Don't know when it will release. I might release a song or 2 from it this summer. I'm gonna see if I can get the album done by the fall, but don't get your hopes up too high. I might just keep putting it off. Who knows? Because I might not just... Because I don't know if I can actually keep up with a yearly tradition of releasing albums. I mean, part of the reason I was able to put out my second album so quick was I recycled a couple of really old stuff that I made before I even put out my first album. If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go into the locker room, girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker rooms. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other
As
words,
such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such
Good
ignorance.
lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things!
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so, So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self. For your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Okay, now we got the card reader. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Well, thank God I already know. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. Seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, you're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Jinko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs? The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental. A super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily, but it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Well, why would we? They're kind of useful for the students. Why would they want to break their handbooks? Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Enough of the cryptic shit, Monokuma. Cryptic shit. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's...
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook, okay. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely.
myself.
I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder, but words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Okay, stop clicking on the freaking door. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Okay, looks like...
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have basics to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Does something like that really? Ah, hey, you two. Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time.
We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me. This is a serious emergency. Please, please. You gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second and see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, I don't have to say that. Like, I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Okay. Let's answer her door. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Oh, I guess I gotta ring the doorbell. Or, how do I... Okay, maybe I talk to Hina first. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
But I don't want to leave you alone. I
yeah,
want to bug
sure
you
thing.
for... I just want to
But
keep... I just want to...
you
I'm
open
going to
up
stay here until
just
you're
for a
so
second?
irritated with me you never want to see me again.
Won't... Oh,
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And what are you implying by that? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer's Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But...
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Well, right here. You probably might. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. That's not why. Byakuya only acts according to his own interests. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Bacula!
Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah, okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Okay, I don't have time to investigate that. Come on. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the
Don't make
library?
me
Don't
repeat
make me say
myself.
it again. Okay, in the archive, I guess. If I remember, on the other side of the door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So in
I would
other
say there's
words-
enough value in this place to endure the dust. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value yourself. Okay. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's a report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. There's so many file stuff on the shelf. What's in all these
That's
things?
enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They'll detail the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. How about the other shelf? See if there's anything there. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't want to ever look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. You pay attention, okay. Where am I supposed to be? What's down here? There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges and dust, it looks like something was inside. Wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such
That's your
ignorance.
guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Host Peak truly wields. Or perhaps, the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple, those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. Ugh. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have viewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have with me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me, which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was a little creepy. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As you talk, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one knew on the news, no one online, nobody knew that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in
The culprit
other
isn't a
words-
copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Yeah.
In other words,
That right here is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. And then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
You get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. There's a ton of thick file stuff in the bookshelf. All those files are investigations. Yeah. What do you have to say, then? Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't bat, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei. Kano Issei, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro. Takafumi Gono. Uchida Naohisa. Yeah. Takashi Masamune. Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the very scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm a part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide. Okay.
Let's go.
All right, we should get going soon. Oh, where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Oh, but wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have
Come on,
time
enough
to
of
play
your
with
annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro, and that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. The others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. Now I'll get as much of the investigation wrapped up as I can. Okay, what's Hifumi have to say?
Da-da-da-da-da!
Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit!
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me! Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet,
That's it.
but I guarantee
I'm
that
sure
what I
of it.
found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Okay. There should only be a couple things I have to investigate here. Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section in the handbook. Okay. Okay, I think I've done everything in the boys' locker room I need to do, so now it's into the girls' locker room. So that I can take care of business in here. Okay. Okay, let's ask people stuff. Chihiro's presence here was especially weak, her body and her soul.
no
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then.
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's E-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Does Mondo have anything to say? No, Mondo doesn't have anything new to say. Okay, the poster. It's a bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. 2 locker room posters has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, The more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. And there's the issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure it out, there's a certain place you need to investigate again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide case file one more time. Making me do it again, huh? Okay, let's talk to... You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Saya?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about this locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with? Okay. Now I can head somewhere else. Yeah, looks like I can't teleport. Okay, let's get out of here and head to the library. Now I can take a break from Sakura's voice, and I don't really need to do Hifumi's voice for a little bit. Okay, let's head to the archive, and I just need to investigate the desk lamp and look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over to there. Sure it's dark over there. Oh, and I got some mono coins. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it's around here somewhere. Huh, it's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? Feeling who did something like that? I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to look at the extension cord over here. There we go. There's a thick layer of dust and time. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Okay, how about, can I click on the lamp? Huh, the lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and was definitely right here, there. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Library, okay. Let's leave the library now. I'm a little sad I haven't had anybody to talk to during my stream because nobody joined and talked in the chat, but like I said, these are all archived, but still, when people watch my streams, it gives me stuff to talk about. And it's really nice when I have stuff to talk about, because it will keep my streams more interesting. And I'm probably going to cut off before anybody joins, because, like, I'm just going until the end of the investigation, because, like, I don't feel like going way too long after. Okay, I remember I need to check out the bathhouse, and I also need to check out... I also need to check out the warehouse, because Celeste is there. Okay, so... Oh. No, I think somebody else... I was looking for something in here, but I think somebody else finds it in here. Yeah, I think... Actually, I think... Never mind, I think that's what Hifumi was talking about. I didn't need to go in here, I wasted my time. Frick, I keep forgetting stuff about this game. Like, I can't remember exactly everything, but... That's just how it is. Okay. See what Celeste has to say. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most
I knew you were going to
unfortunate.
ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you. But I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
what are you doing out this
Oh,
late?
okay, they're doing the lines.
I was just.
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going.
I'm kind of in a hurry. I clicked too soon. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
Yes,
I
indeed.
assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken a rule, none of this would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. That was rude. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean this killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste account has been. Okay, now I need to figure out where I need to investigate. Okay, so now it's... Okay, so the dining hall needs to be investigated, huh? Okay, let's see what Hina has to say. I think this is one of the last things I need to do. So I kind of wanted to wrap up this investigation, because I know I'm going to be done in like a little bit. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She just keeps mumbling about something Genocide Jack, so I just left her there. And I'm starting to speak in gibberish. You left her? My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true, and it wasn't just us, either. It was like she stayed away from all the other girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that type of girl. And it looks like we're gonna get ready for the class trial now, because I've done everything, and I usually get stuck in investigations, especially Chapter 3, and you'll
I'm getting
probably
tired
find
of
out
waiting.
why.
Shall we just
And-
plunge right in?
When I get to Chapter 3, you're probably gonna find out why I don't really like that chapter.
The class trial. You remember where to meet, right?
Yes, we remember where to go.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Yeah, I don't think they're looking forward to it. Begin the class trialer. It's about to begin. The red door is right through here. And I am going to cut off right here. Anyways, that is all for my stream today. I didn't want to go for as long, but then again, I'm only about, 20 to 30 minutes shorter than I usually go. At least 20. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I will see you the next time I stream. I don't know when that will be. I will try to do it at least a few times a week whenever I'm feeling up to doing it. So yeah, so look forward to future streams. I'm going to archive this one too, so yeah, see you next time, or whatever.